Oh yeah, time to watch some wrestling.
Born to be the greatest of all time. This is where I draw the line. Can't stop my shine. They know it's my time. Let the world know I've arrived. I'm on the rise, unstoppable. Watch me do the impossible. Watch me do what I got to do. I'm too hot for you. I'm not about to lose. I'm the greatest. Big smile for the haters. Whole world know that I made it. Call me the greatest.
Oh! What the fuck? I'm the greatest. I'm too hot for you. It's about my time. Oh, it's just all a bunch of fucking bullshit. Man, what happened? What happened? This shit needs to be addressed. This shit is getting addressed right now. Professional wrestling. Professional wrestling is based around conflict. This conflict then leads to a physical confrontation that ends in and after physical combat. Compelling storylines designed to bring masculine individuals together in order to resolve their issues through violence. Who wouldn't want to watch this? The answer? Well, a lot of people. A lot of people would not want to watch professional wrestling. Why? Why wouldn't people want to watch professional wrestling? The answer is because everything I just described professional wrestling to be, it's just not. How? How can this be? Well, just look at the intro to their show.
Watch me do what I got to do. I'm too hot for you. I'm not about to lose. I'm the greatest. Big smile for the haters.
Everything I just said that describes professional wrestling was nowhere to be seen or heard in that intro. The theme song to the current intro for Monday Night Raw is generic, with lyrics such as "Born to be the greatest of all time," "Call me the greatest," "I'm too hot for y'all," "I'm not about to lose." The song comes across as lazy writing, too flashy, and as if the writer is a dollar store M&M who just happened to hear "Lose Yourself" for the very first time. Most importantly, the song is nowhere in the realm of what professional wrestling is supposed to be, such as hard-hitting, impactful, and aggressive. Whoa. Pump the brakes. Before I continue, let me mention a couple of things. I'm not hating on professional wrestling. I am a wrestling fan. And honestly, I'm not saying this is a bad song. However, it is a poor choice to use of a professional wrestling intro to its TV show. And this topic goes way deeper than just today's professional wrestling TV programming. Poor choices of theme songs for a flagship primetime professional wrestling show on a Monday night has been an issue for a very long time throughout the years.
Can't tell me nothing, got a taste of the fame, it'll pump my stomach. OCD trying to push my buttons, I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.
As a wrestling fan, I can't help but think about how many wrestling fans there used to be. But I don't blame those people for no longer being wrestling fans. When the TV show they love has a drastic change in the themes that set the tone for what they expect, it's only logical that those fans move on with their lives after feeling and being abandoned. What am I talking about? Well, there were a lot of people watching wrestling. There were a lot of wrestling fans at one time. The casual TV viewer would tune into professional wrestling every Monday night to see masculine, hard-hitting action filled with excitement. What was the theme that set the tone for this pro wrestling show? And what time am I talking about? We know the other themes that failed to set professional wrestling up for success. So, what am I talking about? The time was the Attitude Era, and the theme was Thorn in Your Eye. The Attitude Era was a time in professional wrestling where professional wrestling was allowed to be, well, professional wrestling. It was violent, dangerous, consisted of real-life drama, tackled real-world issues, and even had a theme song to its intro that allowed the audience to know just what they were about to watch. Let's give the theme song that helped bring 8 million viewers to watch professional wrestling on a Monday night the appreciation and respect it deserves. Let's talk about Thorn in Your Eye. Thorn in Your Eye first appeared on the WWF album titled Full Metal. The album was released in October of 1995. Within the album contained many theme songs for WWF wrestlers during their entrances before competing in their matches. One song on the album would become the anthem for an entire era. Who could be behind such an impactful song? Well, the band behind the song were known as Slam Jam. Slam Jam consisted of Scott Ian of Anthrax and Kenny Hickey of Typo Negative on guitar, John Oliva of Savatage and Trans-Siberian Orchestra, as well as Michael Begamy and Ollie Snyder of Such a Surge on vocals, Tim Mahler of Overkill on drums, Gary Mezkill of Propane and Crumbsuckers on bass. Slam Jam would make 2 songs for the album. One was titled We're All Together Now, which will be covered on this channel in the future. The other is the topic being covered now. So I did some digging and found out some important information. Although the official track listing on the album says Thorn in Your Eye was written by Slam Jam, there is a video online of the group that were mentioned earlier, Such a Surge, performing the song live without members of Slam Jam. There is also a demo version of the song that was released and put out by Such a Surge. So, the question now is, Did Such a Surge record the song solely as a band, or did only the vocalists of Such a Surge help record the album with members of Slam Jam? Unfortunately, there's no definitive answer to this question. If anyone out there has a definite answer, please leave a comment down below and let me know. WWF Full Metal was named after a tour the company went on back in 1995, named after itself. An alternative cover art for the album was used for its release in Germany. This version of the album cover art omits Goldust. Goldust was a very androgynous character that would cross-dress and often engage in unconsensual sexual and homosexual behavior. Which even in today's mainstream society could be controversial. The concern over the Goldust character is the reason that Goldust was removed from the cover of the album. It is kind of a shame, though. A character such as Goldust, who was considered to be the wrestler that ushered in the Attitude Era, is now removed from the cover art of the same album that contained its anthem. The anthem of the Attitude Era, Thorn in Your Eye, was used from 1997 all the way to 2002. And actually, there were 2 edits to the song. The first edit was very heavy, gritty, and filled with brutal vocals, all designed to excite the viewer and amp them up to stay tuned. This second edit would be in your face, edgy, and filled with pure poetic rap that any freestylist would appreciate.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Then you talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me lay face down.
This anthem would help bring 8 million viewers to watch professional wrestling on a Monday night. And it's my belief that it helped to do so because it contained the very essence of pro wrestling living inside of it. One thing is for sure, though, and that's nothing lasts forever. Between the WWF's creative head writer, Vince Russo, leaving the WWF, multiple key wrestlers being plagued with injury, and even the owner of the WWF becoming afraid to push the envelope, and a lack of caring about everything that made the Attitude Era so special, the Attitude Era was no more, and neither was its anthem. As a wrestling fan of today's current product, I do believe that professional wrestling can one day have 8 million viewers tune in to watch professional wrestling on a Monday night. There's a lot of great professional wrestling out there still to this day. However, the tone is no longer set up to match everything that pro wrestling is. And hopefully one day soon, intros to wrestling shows will be filled with the excitement and energy that is used in a wrestling match or wrestling show itself. Therefore, bringing in more casual viewers by letting them know, hey, you're about to watch professional wrestling. And to all my viewer mares out there, you let me know what you think. Should the intro theme music to a wrestling show be so angry and filled with brutal, hard-hitting action? Or is it okay to be something else? You tell me. as a wrestling fan, what would you like to hear to get you amped up and you pumped to watch the show? This has been Wrestling with DETHMARE, so make sure to smash the subscribe button just like people smash your mom.